Do it.
Okay, so hello everyone and welcome. I'm Erica, the marketing manager here at Jurny, and I'll be your host for today's exciting webinar. We're thrilled to have you join us. We have an amazing lineup of updates and demos today that we cannot wait to share with you. From AI advancements to new integrations and exciting partnerships. So there's a lot to dive into. But before we get started, I want to introduce a couple of key leaders here at Jurny. So first we have Luca, our CEO and founder, and alongside him, we have Jason, our VP of Revenue.
Hey, everybody.
They're going to kick things off by sharing some exciting updates. So Luca, Jason, the floor is yours.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for the intro, Erica. Super excited for today's webinar and JOS 3.5 launch. I know we actually just did a recent product launch just as little as 3 months ago, I think it was our JOS 3.0. But we have so much, we're so much, AI is evolving so rapidly that our product has to keep developing at the same pace. And so we're doing a lot more releases than we used to. Also, our team has recently expanded quite a bit. We're super excited to share. You guys probably have seen it with a lot of updates and newsletters that we recently had a group of strategic investors who invested in Jurny. A lot of executives from hospitalities, many with 8 to even 9 figure exits. So it's super cool to have a team of experts and people that I've seen and have done it before joining us. That's one of the reasons why we open up our round for a quick less than a month public round on WeFunder, which is closing tomorrow. So excited about that as well. But also, it also meant that this is allowing us to accelerate our software development and our expansion hospitality and really bring us closer to the missions of bringing AI automation to hospitalities and allowing to develop tools that they can not only streamline your operations, but can elevate guest experience and increase revenue as well. So super excited for this. I'll let Jason share a little bit more updates as well, and then we'll dive into the demo. One quick note, any questions you have, there's a Q&A section. We'll go into the Q&A at the end of this, so be patient on that. If we don't answer your questions right away, we'll answer as many as we can at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Luca. So just to piggyback off of that, you should see a menu down at the bottom of your Zoom screen with a Q&A. I will answer one question from Antoinette about how long the webinar will be. We're shooting for about 45 minutes, Antoinette, so maybe we'll go to an hour, but I think we'll keep it to about 45 minutes. That said, super excited to be here with everyone and share some of the latest and greatest with Jurny. Before I do that, just want to give a little bit of the philosophy. Luca's also going to talk about this, but of the mindset kind of with the AI and what we've been working on. And really the idea behind everything we've been doing is to build an AI that, not an AI that knows everything. I don't think that's possible right now, but rather an AI that learns everything to make your lives easier. So you're going to see a lot of really cool stuff around that today. And with that said, some very brief updates on existing products that we have before we jump into some of the product demos. First and foremost is going to be the AI review responses. So if you're an existing user, you can already automate 4- and 5-star review responses using Nia. We've actually updated that to put the control in your hands now. So you can actually choose to auto respond to even 1-star reviews if you want to. I'd still recommend that maybe you don't do that because you might want to dispute those. But we're putting that control in your hands, so you can select any range of reviews that you want to respond to. Second big update is our damage protection program is now global. This was a big request. Previously, it was only U.S. customers, or rather U.S. properties that could leverage that program. Now, if you're in Canada, Mexico, Europe, anywhere else in the world, you can leverage our damage protection program and make sure that your properties are protected. And third is our Minut integration, which we've now launched officially. It was in a pilot phase before. Now everybody can leverage our Minut integration. The same dashboard that you would typically see within Minut lives within Jurny now. So it's one less login, one less dashboard for you to have to worry about. All the same data that you would typically have in Minut is now native within Jurny. So super exciting. And with that, I think we're going to jump into the really exciting portion of this webinar. But I think Luca has a couple of words before we do that with the inbox.
Yeah, no, one quick thing I wanted to reiterate for anybody that doesn't know what Minut is noise monitoring system. It actually detects if smoke occupancy into units, and then we basically integrated that into the dashboard. So if you guys don't know who they are, go check them out, especially if you're our customers. With this new integration, it's pretty cool. We brought some automation within it. And I think it's just one thing I want to share before we pass the word to Alex, our head of product, is that the biggest meaning behind of I guess from JOS 3.5 onwards is the updates on the AI side. I think like up until now we've seen AI being reactive to actions that happens, and then it reacts by answering guest questions, for instance, right? The new direction we're going is to have AI that is actually proactive. So it actually can take actions without you requesting those actions. So like sharing business insights and allowing you to actually learn more from your business and your data. So for example, I give an example, like if you're even managing like 20, 30 listings, it's extremely hard to get insights from all the guest communications that you have. But AI is actually really good at doing that. And so we're now training our Nia, our AI model, to actually learn from these communications and learn from your style of communications, to then start embedding it and giving you data insights and actually giving you a database of information that can be utilized to automate your operation even more and to elevate guest experience. That being said, I'll pass the word to Alex, who can give you guys a little demo of what's about to come.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Alex. I'm the head of product here at Jurny. And can you see my screen just to check? Okay, thank you. So I will be speaking here about the new inbox, what we've been working on. And okay, let's start it. So imagine a world where there is not one guest message which is not answered fast enough. With a world where all the upsell opportunities are seized and you're making profits on them. A world where all of your guests are happy, all of your owner requests are met. This world is the world we're building here in Jurny, and for that we created this AI-powered communication hub here. What do I mean about this? I mean that now all of the operations, what you as a property manager are usually conducting on a daily level, all of these mundane, repetitive tasks, they're gone. All you have to do now is just log in into Jurny, use our new inbox, and everything is so effortless and intuitive and easy to deal with. Now we have our inbox with much more advanced filters you can find on the right corner. You also have like groups of guest messages, inquiries, requests, alterations, issues, quotes, etc. Everything is super nicely divided and super easy for you to manage and to answer.
And Alex, just wanted to add one quick thing. All these categories are actually created by AI. So we just recently added to AI sentiment analysis, ability to understand if there's something that is urgent and require your attention immediately or not. Understands if there is a specific request that you should be taking actions on. So just want to share that really quick because it's part of the big update.
Yeah, this is what Luca just said. I will show it here in action. So here you have the sentiment map. This is basically, we are using AI in the background. So before you even click and open a message to read it, and then you need to think on how to respond on it. Now we have our AI. They're like analyzing your messages. They are attaching a sentiment to it, whether the guest was happy or not, or what was missing. And now before even clicking and opening the message, you know what the message was about, and you know which message to prioritize. For example, look at with this here, like with the blue ribbon, you have Albert who wants to have a shower. He's missing a shampoo, and our AI flagged his message as a low urgency. You can wait, Albert. But on the other side, we have Evan whose door is broken. This is like very high urgency, and our AI flagged it as a high urgency. Now you are not getting lost in the sea of unopened, unanswered messages and like guessing by intuition, okay, who needs my assistance faster? Now you can just let AI either answer for you by using our Nia autonomous mode, or you can just see it like very nicely organized and you can answer by yourself. Also, now from within the message, you can send templates, upsells, how you had, but now you can also send quotes. This is one of the features with a lot of our users were asking. They wanted to have the possibility to check the calendar from within the inbox. Now this is possible, and you just click the dates and you can send a quote, and then later you can see the quote in the quotes tab. So everything is very centralized, everything is in one place, and all the heavy lifting has been done by AI. All you have to do is like enjoy your work and manage your properties and increase your revenues. Now to speak more about the inbox settings, the templates and the FAQs, I will pass the floor to Dan.
And
Alex,
well, go ahead.
I was gonna say really quick, can you go back to the guest messages? One other thing that the AI is doing here, which you guys will notice, is it's actually tagging all of the threads for you. So if somebody's asking for a refund, somebody's asking for an alteration, all of the messages are also being tagged. So you can sort by those tags as well. So to Alex's point,
exactly.
it makes your attention now is going where it's needed rather than to all of the messages in your inbox.
Yeah,
Yes,
and go ahead.
AI is tagging the messages for you, but you also have the possibility to have your own tags if you have like your own, tag system in your head or how you want to organize the stuff. But initially, AI is doing all the tagging, all the flagging, and making it super easy and intuitive for you to navigate through the inbox.
Yeah, and two more things, like why we've done this. Obviously, besides making it more efficient if you're handling messages yourself, but especially if you have AI handling it, whether you have a person handling it or you have AI handling it, you want to have a quick overview of what's going on inside of your business. And this is like a way where you can just open an inbox, even if you have thousands of listings, you can quickly understand what's going on, how many urgent things are happening, how many aren't, and then you can also utilizing your Nia Copilot, which we did on the last was the release of JurnyOS 3.0. You can actually ask and say, hey, is there anything urgent that I should be dealing with? And automatically will know if there's something urgent. Hey, can you give me a report of all the urgent tasks that have happened in the last week? It will give you a report of that. So this is really cool. And what the evolution of this is happening, which is coming actually very soon, is the ability. Nia already can take actions based on urgency, but what's coming afterwards is actually ability to follow entire SOPs, just like a human would be able to do, based on the relevance and the urgency of a message. And as we're passing the word to Dan, I want to just do a quick intro on what we're about to share here on the templates. This is something, just to put things in perspective, what we just developed. And then we'll go in details and show you guys how it works, how it's done. For context, Dan is leading our together with our team of customer success, is leading a lot of the onboardings, especially with some of our larger customers. And what we can tell you is that onboarding in any property management system, and majority of property management system don't even have any AI in it, is extremely hard. And one of the biggest thing that requires a lot of work is actually sharing a lot of the rule-based automations within for each one of your listings. So for example, if you have like 30 listings, most likely you're going to have to create different templates for each one of these listings. And this is a process that, by the way, oftentimes it doesn't get even fully completed, because people don't even know how many templates they should be creating, and they just create like the most basic ones. And we basically took something that usually takes weeks, sometimes months, sometimes never gets completed, now down into minutes. And not only that, with this also for another section that is only unique to Jurny, which is the Nia FAQ, where Nia can figure out what the most frequently asked questions are for that guests may ask. This is something that needed to be updated manually. Now we've done it that it gets updated automatically. Our AI, Nia, can actually learn from past guest communications and your style of responses and actually suggest frequently asked questions, and you can just with one click update them and accept them all. And now we're going to be showing you how exactly in details, but this is massive. And I want to just add this last thing, because the AI is just as good as the information and the data that it has. And so it's almost impossible for you to go over every single guest communication you have had in history and understand what are repetitive questions. You could do for the majority of it, for 60%, 70% of it, and you still need to do it manually. This is all fully automated. Again, things that takes months now can be done in seconds. And AI does that intelligently, understanding and learning about your business on its own.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what you just said, Luca. Especially for all of those property managers and property owners who are looking to transition to a PMS or have already transitioned to Jurny. I mean, the most time-consuming part of an onboarding process is actually transferring all of those templates from either if it's from Airbnb or from another PMS. It's the most time-consuming aspect of an onboarding, which is why we're so excited, honestly, to share this new section of templates. Alec, could we go to templates?
Yep.
Yeah, so templates, as a property manager or as a property owner, you no longer have to enter templates manually one by one. You can now actually import a document with all of your templates into Jurny. And if not, as Luca mentioned, our AI model will run in the background and will learn from all past conversations and give you proposed templates, AI suggested templates. Not only the template itself, but also the rules on when you should send these templates to all of your guests, which is massive. Like, this is a huge, huge feature. And the most important thing is that it's not only going to stop once you have transitioned to Jurny, it's going to keep running in the background. So it's not only going to work for past conversations, it's going to work for future conversations as well, which is it's incredible, honestly, especially as part of an onboarding process. This is going to fully streamline and make the process as smooth as possible for any property manager and property owner.
Can we look at an example of what AI created?
Yeah, of course. If you click on draft on the new inbox, you'll now see from here on the message content box, you'll see exactly the message drafted, all of the email tags or the variables that we use to automate all of your templates. They're already inserted or inputted on the message by our AI. All right. And then last thing that you'll need to do is just set up for which listings you want this message to go to, the event, if it's reservation confirmed, and that's it. It's just as easy as just clicking save changes
and basically it creates all the rules and everything on its own, right? This is like an extremely labor intensive things that sometimes people have 30, 40 templates. So like per units, and you have to do that times whatever amount of units. Some of them, of course, you can repeat them, but this is an extremely labor-intensive process to try to automate what you're doing, and this happens in seconds. This also means that somebody is not a pro in automations can come to our system and in seconds have all the templates built. I mean, this is like such a game-changing thing because again, this is one piece of multiple pieces that we're automating. And can you believe the amount of efficiency increase that is happening, right? This is one small example where with a couple of things, we save like thousands of hours per year, one small component of the entire industry. And this is happening across multiple things like answering reviews, answering guest questions, answering phone calls soon. I just give you guys a small glimpse of what's coming. Templates, making sure that you create all the proper documentation for the AI. All of that is being automated. It's kind of insane.
And the
Yeah.
best thing is that it happens in the background. So while you're like doing your job, answering messages, AI is learning in the background, and every time they notice like, oh, this is a repetitive message you've been sending, but you don't have it as a template. Here it will pop up a banner with Nia saying, oh, I found a new template for you. You want to check it out? Maybe you would find it useful, and you can just activate it and use it.
And by the way, this is not innovating for hospitality, it's innovating industry-wide. We have not seen system like this. This is all Journey creations, like where the system can learn this way from past conversations. Like this is extremely innovating and groundbreaking. And honestly, hospitality it's extremely far behind, but this is like cutting edge for multiple industry, not just hospitality.
It
Also,
is.
just quickly to mention for our existing users, if you already have templates and rules set up, they're unaffected. This is just going forward. You'll have this now to make your life much easier.
And suggestions are coming on top of it, right? These are Nia proposed templates. So if you have existing templates, but you have not thought of some templates, these are going to be suggested. And you can just click accept them. You can click all of them and accept them all, or just accept a portion of it, or make whatever edits you want. And we should show the same thing we've done on the FAQ.
Yeah, and same logic behind the scenes for FAQs. You can now upload a document with all of your FAQs if you have them. If not, then our AI model will learn from all of your past conversations, proposed different FAQs based on the most frequent questions that you get from past conversations, and will still keep running in the background for all future communications as well with all of your guests, which is super useful. And as Alec mentioned, you'll always see a banner on top whenever our AI finds a new template or a new proposed FAQ.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
It's a very, very proactive approach, so you don't need to think, oh, what is the next thing I should do? The system is thinking for you and just, nudging you to do the right steps. So look at this. We just uploaded a document in the FAQs, and these are all the FAQs which Nia could extract from it.
Exactly.
And then you can
this is
select
massive.
Yeah,
That
this is
means if
amazing.
if you had offline documentation, or if you had something on Google Doc where you are storing all the frequently asked questions you were giving to your guest support team. If you had a guest support team, and this is very common, by the way, in hospitality, where you have documentations in which there's a document usually for each unit, each building, on how to answer to specific questions. You can just take the document, upload it, and that all gets created. On top of that, it does what we just said. It also learns from your past messaging history, in which will constantly suggest you for FAQs that they are not existing right now, where the system recognizes that these are questions that are recurring and you should be adding to the FAQ all on its own. And if you have zero documentation, it will create that documentation from scratch for you in seconds. By the way, this is a dream. I wish when I used to be house managing 300 units, this existed, by the way. It would have saved me in a stupid amount of money and hours, an amount of weeks, honestly, if not months.
Yes, 100%. And as you mentioned, Luca, from here, once you import your document, you're able to just select all the FAQs that you need, or you can just select them all, scroll all the way down, and then just approve the selected FAQs that got imported. Even if it doesn't matter if it's a PDF, a Google Doc, or an XLS, you can upload different file types into the Journey system, which is super useful and solves one of the biggest pain points through the onboarding process when transitioning to a new PMS. All right. And then Alec, if you could give me the...
Yep, go ahead.
Sweet. I'm gonna be showing you all, for all new customers or existing customers, this new feature that we recently, that we're gonna be rolling out, and is our bulk update, bulk edit listing feature. All right, so now from your listing section in Journey, whether you're an existing client or you're a new client looking to transition with multiple units, now editing listings in bulk is just easier than ever before. So you can just come here, select whatever listings you want, or you can just select all of your listings, and then you have the option to either edit the listing content. So you can edit the listing title, description, summary, from editing listing content to connecting to different OTAs, connecting to Airbnb, VRBO, whatever online travel agency you're working with right now, to editing rental rates. If you want to add multiple fees, taxes, or just adjust them for all of your listings, you now have this option, which is super super useful. Same thing for availability. Whatever information you want to adjust for multiple listings, you now have the option to do so in Jurny. Same thing, as you can see here, this is a status of all of your listings in the Jurny web app or the booking engine. You now have the option to publish all of your listings on the Jurny web app, or just unpublish them directly from here. You have the option to clone them or delete listings in bulk, which is super useful, especially for all of those large customers.
Amazing. I before we actually move on, I know I said the Q&A is for the end, but I saw a bunch of like our customers actually asking questions here. Also, one thing I want to reiterate, I know Jason already said this, but everything that you have existing today created is not going to be affected, right? Like this is just meant to enhance and help you for future things, help you think through things that you didn't think. This is for existing customers. New customers, you can do it can help you do it from scratch. But if you have incompleted rules, if you have incompleted FAQs, this is going to help you make sure that it's going to showcase what you're missing, right? And this is also like, as things are changing, when your business is progressing, is going to learn from those things that have changed and propose you those as new things. So it's going to help you make sure that you have things up to date, and it's going to make sure that you're not missing anything. And I guarantee you, because we've seen this even with some of the most experts hosted they're out there who are meticulous and really like detail oriented, they are missing templates, they're missing FAQs. And this is going to help you with that and improve that data. And obviously, even and especially if you were not someone who was detail oriented, this is going to help you even more, obviously. But this is pretty big.
Cool. Shall I go ahead?
Jason, are we missing to respond to anybody on the question about the product specifically?
I think we are good.
Awesome.
Excited for Gianmarco's presentation and what the feedback is going to be.
Well, can I give a quick hint before Gianmarco, before I pass the word to you? This is another thing we're being beyond excited about. So obviously we had a lot of people that are using our Nia for guest support for via text, via OTAs, via our unified inbox. But something that has actually been requested quite a bit. We've been waiting on this because we needed to put a lot of research, and I have to really kudos to our AI team, who Gianmarco is leading. Voice has been a big request. We have been like having a huge demand for this, and this is like something that is like a big impediment for existing hosts where they receive phone calls during off hours. It's really hard to have actually people speaking different languages, and ability and some of the worries of people saying like, hey, but can AI actually take reservations? Hey, can AI actually answer guest questions? Hey, can AI actually modify reservations if a guest has specific requests? Can it recognize a returning guest? And to answer this question, I'm going to pass the word to John, who's the brain behind this.
Thank you, Luca. Thanks for your introduction. Yes, sure. So basically, you all know, I guess, Nia Inbox. Now we have the Nia Voice. And the concept is kind of the same, but this is something you haven't probably seen before. I'm extremely excited to show you a new feature in our system that is gonna save a lot of time that from answering phone calls, basically, because actually now Nia can do it. So I'm gonna give you a quick demo about it. So it's gonna make the concept all very clear with just a simple example. All right, now I'm calling yeah, this number.
Hello, Gianmarco. Welcome back to Miami Beach Apartments. I'm Nia, your virtual assistant. How can I help you today? Just let me know if you'd like to speak with a human at any moment.
Cool. Hi, Nia. How did you know it was me calling, Gianmarco?
Oh, we use caller ID to recognize our returning guests, Gianmarco. It's great to have you back. What can I assist you with today?
Thank you, Nia. That's very kind from you. All right, I would like to rebook another room in your beautiful apartments. Do you have maybe any availability for the next week? I would say maybe on Tuesday.
We'd love to have you back with us. Could you tell me your preferred checkout date and how many adults and children will be staying?
Of course, it will be 2 people and we'll stay for 3 days.
Right. So from Tuesday next week for 3 days with 2 people. Please hold for a moment while I check the availability. Great news. We have availability for your requested dates. You can choose from Ocean Dry, 1 bed, perfect for 2 guests with a view on the beach. Ocean Dry, 2 bed, offering a pool view and also suitable for 2 guests.
Oh, I
Would you like
like the one with the view on the beach. And another thing, I'm a really passionate chef. I really love to cook. Do you maybe have any cookware, and I don't know, a cuisine maybe, a kitchen?
Absolutely. The Ocean Dry, 1 bed, comes with a fully equipped kitchen. It's stocked with cookware, kitchen utensils, a fridge, microwave, toaster oven, and more.
Cool.
Perfect for a
I love
cooking.
it. Yes, let's go ahead. Let's book it. Yeah, let me know the details.
Okay, just to confirm, the total cost for the Ocean Dry 1 bed from May 6th to May 9th for 2 guests, including all taxes and fees, comes to $853. Would you like the confirmation sent to your phone on file or to a different number?
Yeah, you can send it here. Thank you.
All right, I'll send the confirmation to the phone number you're calling from. Please hold for a moment while I complete the booking. Your reservation is confirmed. Your booking code is ERSBHGR. You'll receive a confirmation
Thank you so much.
shortly.
That's amazing. Tell me, I remember there was a very fun fact about the Miami beach apartments. Can you remind me about that?
Of course. At Miami Beach Apartments, it's said the seagulls have favorite tenants. If they like you, they'll deliver a seashell to your balcony. If they don't, well, let's just say you might get other surprises.
Oh,
It's a fun little legend.
okay, I see. Yeah, thank you. You're very funny. Thank you so much. And yeah, have a great day.
Thank you, Gianmarco. It was a pleasure assisting you. Have a wonderful day, and will you stay with us? Goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right, as you have seen, I actually made a reservation, and I will show you that I actually got an SMS with a confirmation for my booking, and with my email, basic and everything, what I need. And I can simply click on the reservation on the quote, pay if I want here, or pay if I want at the Miami apartments, and basically that's it. That's a very simple, very minimal example of the capabilities of the voice assistant that can do like much more stuff.
This is huge, and I want to add 2 things, by the way. This is number 1. This is version 1, and we already have version 2. in the workings, and it's going to be released like soon after version 1. And this is just to naturalize voice. Obviously, as you can see here, we are going to make it sound like almost undistinguishable by humans, although we do need to disclose that it is AI. But this shows you already that basically can handle almost any type of questions. And honestly, it's faster than humans, because if humans have to go and check actually a system manually, it actually takes longer time. And it has way more knowledge than the humans, because everything that is going to be in your knowledge base on the FAQs and knowledge base for Nia is going to be instantly available. All the transcripts and all the communications are going to be all centralized into your inbox as well. And they're going to be connected, obviously joined with whatever is the returning guest, and you will know if it's from the same guest. So this is mind-blowing. Is obviously taking automation to a whole new level. So not just obviously text messaging and inquiries that are coming from your OTAs, but now it's going to be voice as well. So very excited about this one.
Super, super exciting stuff. Obviously, doesn't even need to be said, but the AI doesn't sleep, doesn't eat, doesn't take breaks, doesn't get sick. So super, super exciting.
And also,
And to answer one direct question on this, somebody asked what phone number will guests get. Your phone number. You will set up a phone number with us. It's going to be personalized, your phone numbers, and you can set up multiple phone numbers if you want to have different phone numbers for different buildings, different apartments, or different hotels. You can set up as many phone numbers as you want.
I also want to add that you can always ask to be put in contact with a real human. So it's kind of transferring the call. Within the same call, you're actually transferred to a fallback human phone number. Basically, I want to say that the flow that it follows has been coming from a deep research about the best practices for those kind of roles. So it's kind of, you get a really good trained AI helping you with phone calls and kind of receptionist, concierge, and many features at once.
Awesome. Well, this was awesome. It's a small glimpse, the big release. There's more to come. We actually press release about the product this morning. There's going to be a lot more to come. Some features are going to be available immediately to some of our customers, but basically the release is going to be done throughout the month of May, and it's going to be done divided by 4. Basically, there's going to be one per week, and there's going to be multiple updates in it. This is not all of it. There's going to be even more. And we're going to save some of the best also for last, but we want to give you a glimpse on what's coming. And we're super, super excited. And I'm reading a lot of messages saying how impressive this is. And we agree. And we're very, very excited. And to give another glimpse of what's coming, obviously, with this new strategic group, not only we want to accelerate growth within the short-term rental business, but hospitality as a whole. We are big believers that the two spaces of hotels and short-term rentals are coming closer and closer together. Short-term rentals providers are becoming increasingly more professional, and many of them of which are actually taking on assets that they are basically boutique hotels transforming to Airbnb stays and modernize the automated hotels. So we're very excited that we're actually expanding quite a bit into hospitality as a whole, and really taking care of the entire guest journey, pun intended, is going to be a big focus of ours. So ability to personalize experiences for guests. Obviously, we can already do things like automated upsells, which we're seeing a lot of our existing customers making a lot of additional revenues. By the way, I see a lot of people that are not yet aware of that, even though this feature has been available since JurnyOS 3.0. But the people that have activated automated app sales using AI are seeing massive increase in revenue. So if you guys have not done that yet, make sure you do that. It can automatically send messages, and the AI can understanding when to send messages for to sell them early check-ins, late checkouts, and even custom packages if you want to, and even travel insurance, which has been recently added. But a big focus for us in the future coming months is going to be the guest experience, really personalized guest experience. There's the misconception, all people say, for hospitality, you need humans, and technology is not going to be good with hospitality because it's done by hospitality is built by human touch, and we believe that it's built by human touch, but we believe the AI can enhance that human touch. And we strongly believe that there is possibility even for small management companies to have a high level experience for their guests, recognize whenever a returning guest is coming, understanding what do they normally like, what are their preferences, and having even predicting behaviors on what's coming and what their requests might be. So fast response, because AI is going to be much faster than humans. They don't get sick. They don't take days off. They're 24/7. They can infinitely scale, and they can be instantly responding any type of request, but also being able to resolve issues. That's going to be a big one as well. So ability to follow the entire SOPs, ability to take actions, escalate things to humans when necessary, or try to resolve problem on its own. So this is really what's happening with Nia and our agentic AI. And we couldn't be more excited. There's so much more to come this year. I wish I could share even more on what's to come, but very, very exciting.
Super exciting stuff. Should we jump into the Q&A?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So we've actually answered quite a few of the questions throughout the webinar already, but Greg is asking, will you have an IVR tree? So for anybody wondering what that is, if you've ever called like a bank, for example, and you get the options, press 1 for sales, press 2 for customer support, that's what an IVR tree is. So the intention behind this release is that Nia can actually handle most of those things for you. So it kind of eliminates the need for that. But that said, Gianmarco, correct me if I'm wrong, we can implement an IVR tree if that is a requirement.
Yeah, sure. It's totally doable. The idea is that the difference with an IVR tree is that you can explicitly ask for the request you need. So you don't have the need to listen to the whole 10 options and then click a button. But I guess if we get some requests for that, we can think about how to make it smart, also AI integrated.
Definitely. And the idea usually behind it is because each department handles different parts of the business, but here you're going to have basically a centralized front line where it's going to be able to handle 99% of requests. And then for the small percentage that is not able to handle, it will automatically know who to escalate to for what, and is going to become more and more intelligent at doing that. But yes, it will escalate to humans, and when it doesn't know how to solve something. And also, by the way, it wasn't mentioned, how many languages can it speak?
I know, I mean, I've tested 5, 6, but they're all very good. But I think more than 30, to be honest.
So that's also not a big thing. I don't know how many times you've guessed, probably, I mean, if you've been in this business, how many times you've had to handle phone calls in which, English was definitely not their first language, especially in the US. Many, even American people, it's not their first language. And you have to answer things, and sometimes you're not really sure what they're saying. And here you're going to be able to handle things in their own native language, which is massive.
Huge stuff. Okay, one of our customers, Ian, is asking, his homepage still looks the same. When will these updates be released? Great question, Ian. So we can actually roll this out. What we've done is kind of like a dark rollout. So we've rolled it out just to some of our customers. If anyone on the call is interested in being part of that group, let us know, and we can start rolling some of these features out to you. But they will officially be rolled out to all of our customers, I believe, by mid-May.
No, as I said, there's going to be four big official public releases. So now it's only given early access. If you guys want to have early access, please request that, and we're happy to give you early access. But basically, each week, next week, there's going to be a release.
Next month.
So basically, all in the month of May, right? From the first week to the last week, 4 different releases.
Perfect. Okay.
And there's going to be more than what we talked about, by the way, on this call. There's some of them are a bit of a surprise, but we'll let you know once those are live. Please check your emails and be on the lookout for newsletters on that. And then obviously contact your customer success representative if you want to have early access.
Yes. And Ian, we've got you down. I'll make sure that I'll relay that to the team. We have another question here. We have a lot of development on the host to guest side. What about host to owner side? Any plans to have owner view, owner statements, AI automations? Yes, great question. So actually currently owner statements are already part of the platform that you can leverage. And within the reporting section, so actually on the bottom right, you have a little Nia icon. And if you open that, that'll open the Copilot. One of the agents that is available to our Copilot is actually the data analyst. So you can already use the Copilot to ask questions about your data, your reporting, your trends that it's seeing, anything like that. Can we share the update into the reporting section about that?
Well, I was literally gonna say, like, let's give a little bit of a spoiler of one other things that we have not announced today. So we do have an existing data scientist, but let's say it was an earlier version of data scientist. What's coming is actually you're gonna find it even in the reporting section. It's not yet visible. You can only access to the Nia Copilot right now, but again, that one is basic version. It's coming an extremely advanced version that has true data analysis capability, true PhD capabilities. It's like you have a PhD at your disposal where you can, this PhD will have access to your entire data, and you can ask it any question, any insights. You can ask it to build your graphs, to build your charts, track trends, and give you insights about your data. This is going to be available within this release. So,
yep. Great question though, and thank you for asking that. David is asking about financial reports and customizing per property. Those are available today, David. So we can have your CSM maybe walk you through that so that you can get a little bit of insights around that. But that's already available today. You have full owner statements, customizable reports, and by property as well. Leroy is asking, can you please touch upon the awards that Jurny received recently? Yes, great. Thank you, Leroy. So we recently received, actually, Erica, do you know them off the top of your head?
Yeah, it was from Capterra, from GetUp.
And Software Advice?
Yeah, Software Advice. We got for property management.
So it was the front runners, the shortlist award, and they were for best property management system and best vacation rental software. The way that those awards work is they're typically like top 10 or top 5 lists, and we were on all 3 of those.
Yeah, and those are given by the reviews, but also recommendations that people give. So those platforms like Software Advice, they will actually refer customers to us. And then when those customers come to us and they have a positive experience, they share back, yes, we had a positive experience, and that will translate into being part of those awards alongside with the reviews as well.
Yep. Seth is asking about future updates to the app with having similar capabilities to the current existing platform. And also Josh is asking, will the app continue to be upgraded? So I'm kind of combining these two. Yes, the app, recently we rolled out the Copilot on the app. So if you have the host app, you should also now have the Copilot available in there, so you can actually
It's going to be part of the 3.5 release, yes.
Well, sorry, yes. So part of the releases that'll be rolling out weekly over the next month, throughout the month of May. That said, yes, of course, we're going to continue to make more improvements to the app and add more functionality there.
Yeah, there's not going to be a part of the software that is not going to constantly improve. That's going to be obviously an ongoing. I mean, this is like see the speed in which we went from 3 to 3.5 and the amount of updates that happened within 4 months. Like our goal is to relentlessly keep on improving this platform. We believe already being if not the best, for sure, right on the top of being one of the best platforms out there, and for sure the most advanced AI that exists in our industry. But that's just the very beginning. Like we're not going to be stopping.
Yep. Kevin says amazing product updates. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that. Greg is asking, do you have an open API for Zapier integrations, for example? So we have actually a Zapier integration already that can be leveraged, and we also have an API. It's not an open API, so to speak, meaning we don't make the documentation public. But if you want to leverage the API, we would make it available to our customers. So that is available. Yes, Greg. Great question. Seth has a follow-up question here. Outside of reports, will there be updates in the dashboard for year-over-year trends, booking reservations, etc.? This will help for planning. Great question, Seth. So yes, the dashboard is actually also being redesigned and going to be released over the next part of these series of releases. But I believe you can already filter it by year and see trends. Also within the reporting section, you can see this year versus last year, and you can drill that down. You know, if you want to see revenue, ADR, RevPAR, occupancy, booking sources, all of that is filterable. And the data scientist that is going to be released, like it literally is going to be able to give you almost any type of trend. Also part of this release, which is exactly going to be awesome. And by the way, one thing that I forgot, like I know we're almost done on the FAQs. I just want to add, don't forget for anybody interested. By the way, first of all, I want to say what a massive support we've got. Of course, it's awesome that we got these new strategic investors, but what a massive support we've got from our customers in 2 things. One, building the products. Like this is a lot of these things that is coming out is because we're listening to you guys. Obviously, we want it to be like a lot of it is also us wanting to be innovative, but a lot of it is actually coming from insights from you guys. If you guys want to be even more involved in the product development, please let us know. By the way, we want our customers to be involved in our product roadmap. So number one, thank you so much for that. The second thing, massive thank you. I know we opened around, it was limited amount of money that we made available, and for just a limited amount of time. But what a massive support we got on our crowdfunding. Awesome to see so many people believing in the business, not just being customers, but also investing in the business itself. We're closing tomorrow, so less than 24 hours left, and we couldn't be more excited for that. It's been an amazing support. Yep. We have a few more questions here to wrap up before we sign off here. So Kurt, thank you for the excellent webinar. Thank you, Kurt, for attending. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Seth, how do I get a Jurny t-shirt to support the team? We'll see what we can do, Seth. Erica, if you don't mind maybe writing down his name and see if we can help out there. Greg, thank you. You should create an advisory board similar to other PMS. So Greg, we do have a brand ambassador program which doubles as a customer advisory board. And so our brand ambassadors get a direct line to our executive team, Luca, for feedback sessions and things of that nature. Although I do want to emphasize that all of our customers give feedback to our CSMs through various members of our team, and all of it is always looked at very, very carefully. But we do have a system for that, Greg. So, but great question, and thank you for asking that. And then Ian asking about multi-currency. Coming soon, Ian. We're working on it. It's in the works. We will have your CSM reach out with an update but that's actively being worked on. I think actually that wraps up the questions.
Awesome. Super exciting. Thank you so much, guys. And lovely to see so many encouraging messages as well. And so many people excited about this. A lot more to come. Stay tuned. We're gonna keep on pushing products rollouts, and we're definitely gonna be the most innovative PMS and software in the space.
Yep.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Luca, Jason, and the entire team for sharing all these incredible updates and demos. Big thanks for everyone who joined us today, and we hope we walked away with some great insights and that will help you in the future of hospitality. So just please stay connected with us, follow us. You can follow us on social media to keep up with the latest news. You also, if you need to be like subscribed to our newsletter, we keep like posting a lot of news, a lot of updates on the features that we're launching every time. And well, thanks again for being here with us today. We're very excited of what's coming and can wait to continue partnering with you. So have a fantastic day and talk to you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.